We bid thee welcome, people of the world, or those watching this video. My name is Audrey Saldana.
My name is Abdullah.
And I'm Brandon Reyes. Today we will be discussing the post-classical era.
This era lasted throughout 600 to 1450 CE.
During this time period, many events happened in many places. Some changed the world for the better, others didn't.
We'll get into that right now.
Just before the post-classical era began, trade started to decline. In fact, both and the Indian Ocean trade, which was later renamed as the Mosul Marketplace, ended up declining by 600 CE. At the rise of the Islamic Abbasid Caliphate, trade began to flourish again. The Sara law protected merchants and decreased the trade risk, making it more easier and more popular to trade. Many kingdoms took care and participated in inculcation of trade across the post-classical era, but we'll get more into that later.
There were many kingdoms during this era. Unfortunately, some kingdoms like the classical empires of China, India, and Rome ended up declining before 600 CE. On the other hand, some of them went on to be more successful than others. For example, the Byzantine Empire, which began just a few years before the post-classical era in 1527 CE and ruled to the very end of it in 1450 CE. The empire was one of the most well-known empires at the time. After the Roman Empire split into two separate empires, the Eastern and Western, the Eastern Empire became known as the Byzantine Empire. All this began in 1527 CE when Justinian I became emperor and commenced gaining territory in the east, and thus began their long journey of prosthetic noses and legs. Justinian I was the first to write all of the Roman laws into a single book, which he named the Justinian Code. Constantinople, the capital city of the Byzantine Empire, was able to become the center of trade throughout the post-classical era. The Byzantine Empire influenced the development of religion, culture, and politics, along with the spread of Roman Greek culture and the preservation of European culture.
The Song Dynasty, on the other hand, began in 960 CE and ended in 1279 CE. Located in Eastern Asia, this dynasty was the first to use gunpowder, paper money, printing, porcelain, and other innovations that became important enough to be used today. The Song Dynasty had a prosperous economy and gave the time period of its rule an iconic name, the Chinese Golden Age. Shortly after the Tang Dynasty's rules, which was from 618 to 907. Even though these were two of the most prosperous dynasties to ever rule Asia, it wouldn't have stopped, wait for it, the Mongols.
So the Mongols were a nomadic group of people who built their legacy from the years 1206 CE to 1368 CE. They were very tolerant of religion and even converted themselves, starting from Buddhism to Christianity to Islam and so on. Genghis Khan was the founder of the Mongols and united many nomadic tribes of the Northeast Asia to become one big Mongol empire. Throughout their rule, they defeated the Abbasid Caliphate in 1258 CE and took the Silk Road under their empire. This led to the peak of the Silk Road because of the Yasa, a law of punishment against those who dared to disturb trade. The Mongols grew to expand their empire over 11 million square miles, almost 4 times the area of the United States.
Time for the open letter. Dearest Mongolian friends, although you were vicious and rude and murderous, we know you still did good despite everything. While you tore apart cities and slashed through bodies, you managed to rise one of the largest empires the world has ever seen much faster than the rest of the world. Even if cities were destroyed and populations were wiped out, the world experienced Pax Mongolica, where they had peace for a long period of time. No matter what people say, there was a good side in your rule. You managed to unite Russia and China, two countries that were torn apart due to their past rulers. You improved trade and allowed inventions and religions to spread across the continents. Even if the Black Plague was traded along with them, that doesn't exclude all the nice things you guys have done. The world couldn't have done it without you. Sincerely, Audrey, Abdullah, and Brandon. Moving on to Islamic culture. Islam was on the rise thanks to innovations, merchants, and especially one specific person who went by the name of Abu al-Qasim Muhammad Ibn Abd Allah Ibn Abd al-Muttalib or Ibn Muhammad the Prophet for short. Wonder why they shortened his name. Muhammad, seen as the prophet and founder of the religion, played a key role in the spread of Islam. Islam was responsible for many innovations we have today, including clocks, medicines, and algebra. So you can finally thank someone for all that math that you love so much. Islamic merchants played another key role in the spread of Islam. They used trade routes to not only spread the items they had, but the religion they had along with them. Spreading their religion to one point of the trade route to another allowed it to spread to another, and so on. It may not seem like much, but over time, this allowed the religion of Islam to spread throughout the entire Asian and European continent. By land and by sea. Yes, that's right, by sea.
The Indian Ocean trade, or the monsoon marketplace, was used as a sea route for merchant transportation. Although this might seem well known, this route was very dangerous. It was only available for merchants during selected time of year. The Trans-Sahara trade route required traveling across the Sahara. This trade route favored camels as a mode of transportation due to their reliability and ocean features. Unlike the Indian Ocean trade and the Trans-Sahara trade route, the Silk Road was a most used trade route. It had points of trade that allowed merchants close access to items that was only obtainable on the side of the continent. This means that the Chinese could get items that only the Romans had, and vice versa, such as silk, paper, spices, germs, wood, gold, salt, amber, and furs were among the most popular goods that were traded along merchants.
Moving to the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages gained the name Dark Ages. However, it wasn't actually that dark. Cue the thought bubble.
The term Dark Ages doesn't necessarily mean the time period was actually dark. It coincided with the post-classical era lasting from 476 CE to the 14th century. The term basically comes from historians not knowing much information from this time period. Researchers felt that the era contained no scientific developments, no great art, and no great leaders. After the fall of Rome, the Catholic Church took the remaining power. Everyone, kings and queens included, respected the church. Additionally, the people paid 10% of their earnings to the church. With both of these, the church gained a lot of money and power, making it stronger. With the laws that protected the poor gone, the people turned to their lords and the system of feudalism began. Feudalism was a social system that allowed the nobles to hold land in exchange for military service or labor from the people. Many of the people under the system became serfs and remained in their lords' lands attended. Under feudalism, everyone had loyalty or service to repay. However, it was undermined by the Crusades.
I was the king's favorite fool. I made merry mirth and laughter. Then I told one bad joke and the king had a stroke. Now I hang from ye old rafter.
What does a guy have to do to get some mutton around here? I'm starving!
The Crusades were a bunch of holy wars that fought for the religion of Christianity in exchange for indulgences from the church and used to fighting for the church or defending the church, whether that meant taking Christian property back or protecting it from harm. In total, there were about 9 crusades. Historians often see the first 4 as most paramount. The first crusade was victorious for the Crusaders. The second resulted in loss. The third crusade was more of a peace treaty between Islam and Christianity that allowed unarmed Christians to pilgrimage. The fourth crusade resulted in pretty much a big mess. The Crusaders didn't want to fight, but instead steal all the gold.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
One of the bigger events of the post-classical era was the outbreak of the Black Death, or better known as the plague. The plague was the most destructive disease to come in contact with the post-classical era. It swept away medieval Europe, Asia, and the Middle East from the ages 1347 CE to 1750 CE. The plague wiped out an entire 1/3 of the Europe's population. It was spread by the rats and the fleas that they carried.
Rattus Rattus, the Black Rat, arrived in the West first, hitching a ride with the returning Crusaders. In Europe, finding plenty of filth, grain, filth,
Don't forget filth.
and more filth to eat, the Black Rat quickly prospered.
In the end, the post-classical era came to an end, with the Byzantine Empire losing its power due to the rise of the Islamic empires. Both the Islamic empires and the Catholic Church continuously attacked the empire, until finally they lost their capital city to the Turks in 1453, leading to its downfall. You gonna move?
I am so sorry.
Brendan!
I went to go like that and then I moved the table.
At the end of the Wait, start it over.
Getting the gems and perfumes traded from India, Constantinople. How do you say that? Constantinople? Which began just a few years before the post-classical era, 1527. I'm retarded.
1527.
Just go to the dates. That's doing that stuff. 1520.
Required traveling across the Sahara. This trade route,
Favorite.
I know, but I couldn't get it out. Trade, this
Go in. Religion of Christianity in exchange for those. In total, there were a total of 9 crusades. Go back. For the religion of Christianity in exchange for indulgences from the church. People.
Miles, almost 4 times the area of the United States.
Alright, wait. Now.
Oh, time for the open letter.
Nope. No. Not this one.